Parkway. We are dealing with an issue there as well. It looks like we have a car that conked out for you, unfortunately. Northbound side, heading towards Middletown, exit 109. You've got truck routes 109, southbound side by Central Avenue and Kearney. Right lane is closed. That is due to construction. Here's what you need to know about your bridges and tunnels. Lincoln and Holland Tunnel still looking very, very good. George Washington Bridge, that's actually not bad as well, despite some road work on the upper deck heading out of town. And it looks like over at your East River crossing, it's the cars that conked out at the Willie B and the Brooklyn Bridge. They have been cleared away. Exogen agrees with a just-released study by the FDA confirming that non-contact thermometers are not accurate and that their labels contain false information. Be accurate with Exogen thermometers backed by over 100 clinical studies. Learn more at Exogen.com. I'm Bill Powers. Next report, 11:01 on 1010 Wins.
All right, Billy, thank you. Now let's go outside and get a look outside with AccuWeather 4-day forecast and meteorologist Matt Benz.
Yeah, and out the door for today, lots of sunshine, but as you step out the door, reality sets in, and it's pretty darn cold out there. Winds will lighten up for this afternoon, so some good news there. High at 30 degrees, and if you have any outdoor winter plans, hey, it looks pretty good out there for this afternoon. Just bundle up. Tonight, clouds will be thickening up, not nearly as cold, with a low of 28 tomorrow. Not as cold of a day. We'll see some rain, some drizzle, and even some freezing drizzle developing through tomorrow morning. That could lead to some slick spots, then turning over to occasional rain here for the city for the rest of the day tomorrow, although some ice may linger into tomorrow afternoon north and west of the city with a high near 40. Brisk into Monday, high of just 33, and for Tuesday, brisk and very cold. Sunshine and a few clouds with a high of just 21. That could be our coldest day since last winter. Currently, it's 22 degrees in Central Park, relative humidity of 52%. Repeating, the current temperature is 22, heading up to 30 this afternoon in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Matt Benz on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds.
Thank you, Matt. 22 right now in Secaucus. We've got 22 degrees in Bay Ridge. It is 21 this morning in Rutherford. People are remembering actor and activist Sidney Poitier, who died yesterday at the age of 94. Actress Leslie Uggams joined us live on Newsline with Bridget Quinn about her friend and how important it was that he was the first black man to win an Oscar for his leading role in Lilies of the Field.
I was at the Oscar party. You know, a lot of people have Oscar parties. And you pick out a name. And I got Sidney Poitier. And I thought to myself, oh, God, I wish he would win, but I know that's not going to happen because, you know, black actors and actresses didn't get those awards. And when they said the Oscar goes to Sidney Poitier, I did a dance that you would not believe because I was not only thrilled, this was such a first. It meant everything.
Many of the roles Poitier played help break down barriers and stereotypes and bring respect to black characters in film. Yesterday, construction crews began a massive project to hoist the iconic Times Square Palace Theater 3 stories up. Yeah, it's moving, not down the block, not up the block, but literally up in the air. Robert Israel with L&L Holding Company. They're doing some of the heavy lifting. He spoke with Channel 7.
The theater lift consists of lifting a 1,700-seat theater in its entirety 30 feet from its current elevation.
500 million pounds worth of theater being moved 30 feet above street level to make way for retail space on a very lucrative corner for developers. Wins News Time 10:55. Money Watch is next.
A while back, we at AmericanEagle.com were asked to build the e-commerce side of a major candy distributor. With the need for a website that could take into account everything from shipping times to local weather, because, you know, candy melts, the task was not like taking candy from a baby. Fortunately, we live for a good digital challenge and free bonbons. So we got to work on a slew of complex integrations, including a shipping algorithm that factored in variables like distance, speed, and location. The website even let the end customer personalize their candy for special events, like weddings or, you know, major website launches. When all was said and done, our client enjoyed a significant increase in traffic, which we were also well prepared for, and an increase in average order size. A sweet result indeed. For complex e-commerce sites, digital marketing, U.S. and world, AmericanEagle.com. Don't just grow, soar.
Wins News Time 10:56 now. Bloomberg Money Watch.
Used car prices have soared so high, so fast, that buyers are being increasingly priced out of the market. Auto plants suspended production to slow the spread of COVID-19. The sales of new vehicles sank, fewer people traded in used cars. At the same time, demand for laptops and monitors from people stuck at home led semiconductor makers to shift production from autos.
The increase in prices and also transaction prices of new cars has sent people looking for used cars.
Brian Moody is executive editor for Auto Trader.
Dealers can charge whatever is fair in that market, and what's fair in that market right now is prices that are above $27,000 on average, and that's the first time it's been that high.
For those looking for a used vehicle, Moody says you might want to avoid popular trucks and SUVs.
Hatchbacks or sedans that can maybe do the same job, maybe a sedan with all-wheel drive, for example. Those types of vehicles are not as popular, and you're more likely to find one that is within your budget.
Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Ed Corey for 1010 Wins.
Saving at the Home Depot means you can do more for less. Like making your laundry and life easier with an LG wash tower that automatically detects fabric texture and load size. Enjoy savings on top-rated appliances online, in-store, or on the Home Depot app. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only while supplies last. Valid 1/6/126/2022. Free delivery applies to orders of $396 or more.
This whole wall needs to be shelving too. This is a focal point in our restaurant.
Leilani's new restaurant will have the largest wine cellar in the city. She needs a robust sommelier with notes of procurement manager.
Resection for France? I mean, this is the biggest...
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Dr. Torian Easterling, First Deputy Commissioner and Chief Equity Officer at the New York City Health Department. As the father of a 1-year-old child myself, I already got her a flu shot to protect us against the flu. And I encourage other parents to do the same for their children. Doctors recommend that children get a flu shot every year, starting when they are 6 months old. The flu shot has been shown to be life-saving for children, and it reduces the risk of spreading the flu and becoming sick, which can keep children from missing school and parents from having to miss work. With more of us preparing to come together for the holidays, let's protect our children by getting them their flu shots. And if your child is eligible to receive a COVID-19 vaccine, they can get both shots at once. For more information or to find the flu shot location, visit nyc.gov/flu or call 311.
WINS, WINS HD, WNAWHD3 New York.
I love 1010 Wins. They tell me what I need to know. An Odyssey station.
Wins news time, 10:59, 1010 Wins. AccuWeather, watch for slippery spots through the afternoon. A lot of that snow yesterday melted and then refroze through the late night, early morning. Sunny today, not as harsh, high of 30. Tonight, increasing cloudiness, low 28. Tomorrow, for your Sunday, cloudy, not as cold, some drizzle, and some freezing drizzle developing in the morning. Watch for slick spots as well. Occasional rain for the city for the rest of the day. Some ice in the afternoon, north and west. High near 40. Monday, brisk and cold, partly sunny, high 31. Tuesday, wow, it's going to be cold, brisk and very cold. Downright freezing. Tuesday's high just 21 degrees. Right now it is 22. It's only 22. We're only going up to 30 today in Midtown. More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Errol Patel is our service aide. Carol Noonan is our writer. Eileen LaPalmer is at the editor's desk. And I'm Brian Britton.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins, New York.
Good morning. 22 degrees at 11 o'clock. I'm Kathleen Marple-Calvin. Here's what's happening. NYPD controversy. Manhattan's new DA responds to a memo from the police commissioner reportedly saying she's concerned for officers' safety because of policies from the new DA. Have you seen them? Police asked for help finding the suspects in an assault that left a Good Samaritan dead on the Bronx subway tracks. Please don't go to the ER for a COVID test. That message from New York's Governor Hochul as facilities get swamped. Creeped out. Sports Illustrated's swimsuit model says somebody tracked her for hours with an Apple AirTag. Beating the spread. Sportsbook online and by app becomes legal today in New York. Knicks at Boston, Rangers at Anaheim, Devils in Columbus, Isles, Oilers off because of COVID. 1010 Wins AccuWeather, sunny and cold. Less windy this afternoon, high 32. Wins news time 11:01. Traffic and transit now with Bill Powers.
And here's what we see on Long Island's Big 3, something we don't like. We've got a car that flipped over in the HOV lane Eastbound expressway by Shelter Rock Road causing a pretty heavy delay in both directions. Northern State Parkway wide open, head there instead. And this is a rarity. The Southern State Parkway is actually looking really, really good until you get to the end and try to get onto the Cross Island Parkway northbound side. Got an accident in that vicinity. That's going to cause some delays for you. Heading up into the Bronx, across Bronx Expressway, westbound side, still seeing some company for you as you head up in towards University Avenue. An accident that happened quite some time ago. Still not cleared. It's off to the shoulder, still causing a few slowdowns for you. Northbound Deegan's going to be heading from Yankee Stadium right on up in towards the Cross Bronx Expressway. And if you're going to be traveling in Manhattan, FDR Drive, Harlem River Drive looking good for you. Here's what you need to know about your bridges and tunnels. GW Bridge, Lincoln Holland tunnels, all looking fine, which is good news. Do beware, though, over in North Bergen. They're still closed over on Assembly Avenue, southbound side. Check that northbound side by Patterson Plank Road. All lanes are closed with the accident investigation. Southbound side, though, has reopened. Alternate side of the street parking rules suspended today. That is due to snow removal, but meter rules still apply. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones, breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Bill Powers on 1010 Winds.
Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 7 years running. Visit Subaru online at Subaru.com or stop in at your local Subaru retailer. Test drive a new Subaru today.
NYPD Commissioner versus the DA? Well, there are new turns today in the controversy over word that new Commissioner Keechant Sewell is troubled by new DA Alvin Bragg's policies. She reportedly sent officers a memo saying she's concerned for their safety because of them. In the email, Sewell saying she studied the policy and is very concerned about implications for officers and the public and justice for victims, adding that she's making her concerns known to new DA Alvin Bragg. This morning at the National Action Network, Bragg said his top priority is guns and...
We've all seen the story of the person who's on their 8th arrest, and people say, well, how'd this happen? How'd that assault happen? Well, there were 7 prior times with that person struggling with addiction or mental health. We didn't connect that person to services. This is going to make us safer. It's intuitive. It's common sense. I don't understand the pushback. So in of itself, that's going to make us safer. Investing in our communities.
Bragg also put out a statement in which he says he wants all New Yorkers to know that safety is paramount for his office. In that statement, he also said he agrees with Sewell's call for frank and productive discussions, adding that it's best done directly and not through the media. Police want your help finding the suspects in an assault that left one man dead on the subway tracks in the Bronx. This happened last Saturday, just before 3 a.m. Police say the suspects came up to a 38-year-old man on the southbound D&D platform in the Fordham Road station, showed a knife, and started beating him. Victim fell into the roadbed with the train approaching. A second man, a 36-year-old, jumped in to help the victim and was hit by the train. He died. First victim wasn't hit and survived with a broken arm. The suspects ran away. Police have released photos and urge anybody with info to call Crime Stoppers. Don't get your COVID test at the ER. That is the plea from Governor Hochul, with word that nearly 20% of all ER patients across the state in the last 24 hours were people just trying to get tested. Hochul says people flooding emergency rooms for tests and not treatment are putting additional strain on an already strained system. The Omicron wave has hospitals scrambling to deal with the sheer number of cases, even though this variant does appear to be less deadly. But it's especially tough on children.
The CDC is reporting that children under 5 who are too young to get the vaccine are being hospitalized at double the rate than a month ago. In New York, hospital admissions for that age group rising 8-fold in the last month. And many of the children in the hospital are also older, eligible for the vaccine, but still have yet to get the shot.
That's correspondent Matt Gutman. New York's healthcare workers, meanwhile, need more shots.
Healthcare workers are already required to be vaccinated, but Governor Kathy Hochul says that's no longer enough with the Omicron variant and COVID staffing shortages.
We're the first state in the nation to institute this because this has been such an important priority.
The executive director of the New York State Nurses Association, Pat Kane, says no one should be forced back to work if they are sick, but they're getting booster shots and still getting breakthrough infections.
We are urging the governor, along with mandating boosters, to mandate the other health and safety and workplace measures that we need. We need all healthcare workers to be wearing N95 or equivalent respiratory protection.
Julie Walker, 1010 Winds.
Latest numbers in New York, 82,000 new cases, a 22% positivity rate, and 155 new deaths. In New Jersey, 39,000 new cases, 63 new deaths. Checking 1010 Winds AccuWeather. Slippery spots around through this afternoon. It's refreezing from yesterday. Otherwise, sunny, not as harsh. The high 30. Increasing clouds tonight, low 28. Looks like we might see some drizzle or freezing drizzle tomorrow. The full forecast coming in just minutes. 22 now. It's sunny, going up to 30 degrees today in Midtown. Coming up, a seriously creepy story involving a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model and an AirTag.
Buying your timeshare was exciting. Now, that feeling is long past. With mandate restrictions and the rest, travel these days is a huge pain, and you can't easily use your timeshare. Even worse, big, fat, ugly maintenance fee letters are showing up in your mailbox. You gotta pay that much? And you can't even get the vacation times you want? Or maybe you can't go at all? What a waste. Timeshare Defense Attorneys is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and can help you get rid of your timeshare. Let Timeshare Defense Attorneys help you dump that overpriced, useless, money-wasting burden. Timeshare Defense Attorneys is helping thousands of families permanently cancel their timeshares and offer a 100% client satisfaction guarantee. Call Timeshare Defense Attorneys now for your free consultation. 888-742-2211. That's 888-742-2211. 888-742-2211.
A disturbing story involving a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model in Manhattan. And the scariest part is it could happen to anybody. Brooks Nader posted on Instagram that somebody slipped an Apple AirTag in the pocket of her coat one night recently.
Stupidly, I was walking home alone because I live in the neighborhood around like 11:30 p.m. And once I was already on my walk home, halfway home, I got a notification that was like, someone's tracking you and has been for a while. So I freaked out, obviously, and then, of course, my phone died.
AirTag is intended to help people find keys or other items. Apple says they designed it so they could discourage unwanted tracking and lists ways to disable it. Nader, though, is urging people to check their belongings, stay alert, and be aware. Winds news time 11:08. Nearly 2 years after Ahmaud Arbery was chased down and shot to death by 3 white men, sentences were handed down in the black jogger's murder.
In a powerful moment, Judge Timothy Walmsley sat in silence for one of the 5 minutes that Ahmaud Arbery ran for his life. The judge decided that 52-year-old William Roddy Bryant, because he cooperated with investigators, will be eligible for parole after serving 30 years. He recorded the video of the killing. But for Travis McMichael, who fired the fatal shot, and his father, Gregory, a former police officer, the judge refused parole. And he said that seeing the son and his father turn their backs on the young black man who was dying in the street helped make up his mind.
That is correspondent Steve Osunsami reporting. Arbery's family had asked the judge to show no leniency in this case. It's 22 degrees. It's sunny. We're going up to 30 today in Midtown. A little less harsh than yesterday, but definitely not warm. Traffic is next on 1010 Winds.
Hey, Jim. Thanks for coming.
Are you kidding? I never missed one of your dinner parties. How's the new job?
We're growing fast. And I stopped working weekends, thanks to how much smoother everything runs on NetSuite by Oracle.
Fantastic. We're still using QuickBooks.
Why haven't you upgraded to NetSuite?
We're making QuickBooks work, sort of.
Watch your language. The kids are right there. Sorry, Amy. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of your financials.